Let us follow a single loaf of bread into London in the summer of 1665, not as a supply diagram, but as a continuous movement through land and city, from Norfolk fields to barns, from ports to the Thames, from markets to mills, from ovens to human hands. In the plague year, London's survival depended on this continuity. Bread was the daily necessity that could not pause. The city could endure fear, stench, noise, and even mass mortality, but it could not endure empty markets. Our loaf begins in the previous autumn, in 1664, in a wheat field in Norfolk. The seed is sown into light, worked soil. Through winter, the crop lies low and green, vulnerable to frost. Plague is not yet certain. Weather matters more. A failed harvest would mean dear bread months later in London. By summer 1665, the wheat stands ripe. Reapers move forward with sickles, cutting and binding sheaves. Women and children glean behind them. The sheaves dry before being carried to the barn. There the grain is threshed with flails over the following months. The wheat is separated from chaff and packed into sacks. By early 1665, it is ready for market. Local factors buy in bulk and arrange transport to the coast. Rumors of plague travel northward. Deaths in London are rising. Anxiety spreads. Some fear that infection clings to goods. Yet London remains the largest and most profitable market. The wheat is loaded onto wagons and drawn to port, perhaps to King's Lynn on the Norfolk coast. The roads are rough and slow. Inns along the way hum with talk of sickness in the capital. At the port, the sacks are weighed and transferred to a coastal vessel. Small ships make this journey routinely. The ship sails south along the eastern coast and enters the Thames estuary. As it moves upriver, traffic thickens. Masts crowd the stretch known as the Pool of London. Even in 1665, the river remains active. If traffic ceased, scarcity would follow quickly. The ship docks at a legal quay. Porters unload the sacks into riverside warehouses. The labor is heavy. Rats move through the stored grain. Around them, the city shows signs of plague. Houses are marked. Watchmen stand at doors, bells toll. Yet commerce continues. Barges move constantly between ship and shore. The wheat is sold in the corn market. Authorities monitor prices and supplies. The weight of bread is regulated by law. Food security is a matter of public order. From the market, the wheat goes to a mill, some powered by water along the Thames. Inside, the air is thick with flour dust. Millstones turn without pause. There is no suspension of production. Bread cannot wait. The flour reaches a baker within the City of London, perhaps in Cheapside or near Bishopsgate. The oven is heated with wood. Dough is mixed and kneaded by hand. While the city suffers, ovens remain lit. Some bakers flee, but many stay. Parish authorities purchase bread for the poor. Shut-up houses receive provisions. The shaped loaves are placed into the hot oven. The smell of baking drifts into the street. Outside, London is anxious and diminished, but it is still alive. When the loaf emerges, it is not symbolic. It is immediate sustenance. It may be bought by a waterman, a seamstress, or distributed as parish relief. It will be eaten in a close, hot room, perhaps within earshot of a funeral bell. What is remarkable is not heroism, but persistence. Each stage required a decision to continue. The farmer sold. The sailor sailed, the porter unloaded, the miller ground. The baker fired his oven, and London did not starve. The plague killed thousands, but it did not halt the flow of bread. As long as grain continued to move, the city continued to live. In that stubborn, ordinary movement lay London's true resilience in 1665.
Thank you, Mother.
Two loaves, master. Here be the coins. Quickly now, mind the sickness.
A small loaf for me, if you please. The last of the hay should be in tomorrow.
Good, I'll have supper ready shortly.
With the plague spreading, trade is uncertain. I can offer you 2 shillings less than agreed.
2 shillings! That barely covers the tithe.
This grain is worth more than you offer, master. The roads are dangerous. The price stands at 20 shillings, Master Thorne, plague or no plague.
It is barely enough to feed my family, sir. The harvest was poor.
Hold fast there. Aye, securing the line now.